Hello guys, and we are here for some awesome game day bingo action. Super excited to be here with you guys live as we're going to be streaming to those Pilot TVs. Player Connect app, pilotgames.com/PilotTV, YouTube Live, as well as the Twitch app. Our channel name is MegaSota on both YouTube Live and Twitch, so hopefully you guys are checking out those streams, sending out some messages, as we'll shoot you out some luck as you get on after some of this great bingo.
Absolutely. We can't wait to have this great Monday get kickstarted off and give out some of these great jackpot prizes to you lucky players. Make sure you stick around and get enrolled, though, as we can't wait to start giving out those prizes soon. We definitely want to highlight the lucky players who just this past weekend got to take home some awesome prizes for themselves, just like how on Friday we gave out 2 different jackpot prizes. Our first one going out to Auntie Ange over at the Hoover's Pub, who got to take home $5,362. Congratulations.
A great win for you, Auntie Ange. Getting a fantastic victory right there. Congratulations to you. As we then gave out another great jackpot on our Friday, as that jackpot went out to Goober over at O'Brien's Pub. Goober was able to take home the final Pilot Payday prize of this past week, as they took home $2,500 in that fantastic win.
Absolutely. Congratulations there, going out to Goober. Next up, we had Policy Man over at Neeson's Gaylord, who got to take home a large prize, the largest one of the weekend. That's right, as Saturday got kickstarted off, as Policy Man took home $7,387. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to you, Policy Man. A great jackpot win on that Saturday. As we move into our Sunday jackpot winners, as we gave out 3 different jackpots on Sunday. And our first jackpot was actually a split win. That was between Southside over at the Beartown Lounge and Towley over at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards, as they split up a $7,314 prize there, as they each took home $3,653.
Nicely done there, splitting up that awesome prize going out to both of you lucky players. We had another jackpot prize going on out just yesterday, as player Stephanie was over at the Grillium Forest Lake when they got to take home $5,992. Congratulations going out to Stephanie.
Absolutely. Great job, Stephanie, Towley, Southside, Policy Man, Goober, and Auntie Ange, all taking home great prizes throughout there. Auntie Ange makes me think of, I don't even know if that's the name of it, but makes me think of the pretzel place.
Auntie Anne.
Auntie Anne. Yeah, absolutely. As it makes me want some of those cinnamon pretzels that are so tasty.
Yes, I am a little partial to the pepperoni pretzels they have.
Pepperoni pretzels, yeah.
They're so good.
I always get the cinnamon pretzels, but the pepperoni pretzels are equally as good in my opinion.
A lemonade and the pepperoni pretzel.
So tasty.
So good. Could be the little nuggets or the big pretzel. Either way, I don't discriminate.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well,
I'm so hungry.
Well, great stuff there for all of our winners this weekend. We hope to give out some great prizes throughout this week, as we will be off and on broadcasting this week. Only days we'll be live for is going to be this Monday as well as this Thursday. And so all the rest of it, we're going to be off air and then coming back to you guys next week. But we do have a winner here.
That's right, as Jeff M. at the Route 47 Pub and Grub gets to take home that awesome prize, $10.80, going on out to you, Jeff M. Congratulations there. Make sure to get enrolled into this next round. That minor jackpot will be up at 54 balls or less getting into this next game.
And if you enjoy playing these games, do us a favor and show us some love by giving our Facebook page a like and follow. All you got to do is search up Pilot Games and look for our logo. Click on that and you'll be able to stay updated with weekly bingo schedules, event details, bless you, reminders, big progressives, player pictures, and more. You can also check out the website link
you didn't
on
say so much more.
and so much more. Uh,
Thank you.
Also, check out the website link on that Facebook page, as it has all the links you could need, including a bar locations tab that opens up a map that shows you all the pinned locations where you can play Pilot games. Our social media links connect you to X as well as Instagram, and even more there as well. It really is just the hub of all things Pilot games there for you on that awesome Facebook page, especially as we're about to get into the new year. It's definitely worth giving a like and follow too.
Absolutely, guys. Go and check it out and stay up to date with everything we have going on here with Pilot Games. Just about 50 seconds to get into this next game of Game Day Bingo, so stick around and get enrolled, as these are the first rounds of live bingo you have each and every day, as we are going to be here from noon all the way till 1 p.m., like you guys get the chance to be each and every day, as then at 1 p.m. we'll go off air, but you'll jump into your first opportunity at Lucky 4 Bingo. It's got over $82,177 and growing that'll be going into that 1 p.m. round. So make sure you guys come on out for that great game of Lucky 4 Bingo.
Absolutely. We'll then hop into more Game Day Bingo that runs from 1 all the way till 4 o'clock, as we'll then at 4 p.m. play some more Lucky 4 Bingo action. That second opportunity may have an even larger jackpot prize than the 1 o'clock if it doesn't go out. It definitely is worth going after, as $82,000. If that does go out today, that will be definitely the largest jackpot prize to go out throughout this awesome December 23rd.
Absolutely.
But afterwards, you hop into more Game Day Bingo that runs from 4 all the way till 6 p.m. Me and Jordy will be back live during that time, playing through 23 games of Game Day Bingo, as that will be our final broadcast before you guys, we come back after the Christmas season.
That's right. But it'll be a lot of fun as you love that 4 to 6 time. Then at 6 p.m., you'll get a last chance at Lucky 4 Bingo of that over $82,000 if it did not go out at 1 or 4. After that, you guys get into some more great Game Day Bingo that goes from 6 all the way till 10 p.m. uninterrupted most nights. Should be some really exciting stuff, but this is our final PGL week of Season 16, so make sure you guys come on out starting tomorrow night at 6:40 p.m. for MegaSota Game Night. That's right, that's when the tournament-style games will be getting kicked off and awarding you those awesome jackpot prizes and those even better PGL points. Stick around on that awesome MegaSota Game Night, because they'll be ending off with a grand finale game of Jackpot Jungle, and so you guys could be ending up taking home over $33,754, as that prize can be taken home in 54 balls or less.
Absolutely. We love MegaSota Game Night, and we'll definitely want to see you guys out there for our final PGL night. As we then have one other PGL night every week, and that's our Wild Wednesday.
Absolutely, from 7 to 9 each and every Wednesday. We love our Wild Wednesdays. Things get a little crazy. It's the ones that Ian and I get to host each and every week, as we love hosting those great PGL matchups, as that you guys can take home awesome PGL points and great jackpot prizes along the way, not to mention just having a lot of fun with your fellow Pilot players.
Absolutely. We like having a lot of fun with you guys. As we are coming to a close of this game number 2 of live bingo action, as we got quite a few players now 5 balls away. Doesn't look like anybody's in line to take home any of our jackpot prizes, but we do have a nice $11.40 Musco prize. As we finish up this game, I'm going to quickly highlight our first national day, which is National Roots Day. National Roots Day on December 23rd encourages families to delve into their family history, heritage, and ancestry.
Super fun. I absolutely love looking back at my own family's heritage, as even just this past weekend, I was out to eat with a friend and his mom, and she and I have never really had the chance to get to know each other on a more than surface level, and so she was diving in, asking me all of my heritage, and I just had such a blast talking to her about it all.
Absolutely. We do have Phil M. over the Sportsman's Pub taking home $11.40. Congratulations to you, Phil M., as we now get enrolled into this next game, with that minor jackpot clicking up from 54 to 56 balls or less. Should be a lot of fun here. Those ancestry things are a lot of fun. We found out that my grandpa's father wasn't his father because of those ancestry type dealios, and create quite a funny little instance in my family, as he's
Shocking.
as he's now 80, and so he doesn't really care the fact that it switched up on him this late in life.
No, but it helped answer some fuzzy questions that he did have.
Absolutely made us a little bit smarter as
Might be some better genes.
yeah, better genes on that side, but great stuff anyways. Ancestry and heritage is super important to be able to find who you are, where you came from, and it's a great one to be able to highlight. I want to do it, but I don't want to spit into like a bottle or have a like swab test and have it done. I need to like try ancestry.com or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what Ancestry does. I think the same thing.
I don't think they do a swab test. I think it's all like name related. Yeah, it's all how your name gets traced back.
Spit.
Yeah, I don't want them to have
There's a clone of me somewhere out there.
Maybe say that I'm putting on my tinfoil hat for this.
Okay, but
I
that's
don't.
one. Okay, I can be a tinfoil hatter. I will just be proud about it, I guess. But that's one that if someone cloned me, I don't think I'd be that upset.
But what if it's for nefarious reasons?
I'm not doing.
But like, how are they gonna know that you're not doing those nefarious things?
I got video documentation of what I do every day.
What if it's on a Sunday?
Vikings game day.
Saturday.
Saturday is my one day.
Saturday, they gotcha. They gotcha.
Or my Mondays when I take school days.
Yeah, exactly. So they have their days. I mean,
there is a chance.
Yeah, and I mean, if your fingerprints and everything are like on the crime scene, how do you like combat that? Even if you have an alibi like that, like, gets really interesting at that point.
Yeah, then I'd be like, that's on you guys to find out how people are falsifying fingerprints now. Like,
but like, what if there's also
forensics.
like a video of like you exactly doing the nefarious thing?
I'll show them the scar on my shin and say, I'm an original.
I'm the original. That's funny stuff. Yeah, no, I just don't want to send in my spit. I don't want a large corporation to have my DNA. That just feels.
And if there was a me out there that was like able to do that, I'd be like, well, dang, I had the ability to get in that great shape. Like, I had this capacity my entire life, and I just haven't been doing it.
Well, I think well, they have to make it look like you, so it could be in some like top tier shape compared to you. I would guess. I don't know. I have no idea. We're getting way too into the clone thing. Happy National Roots Day. Hopefully you guys can delve a little bit more into your family history, heritage, and ancestry, especially as we're in a season where many of you guys are surrounded by your family. Or maybe if you're not, it can make you feel a little bit closer to that family that you're missing out on.
I was going to say, you may gain a family that you never knew you had.
No.
That is a super awesome one on today. Happy National Roots Day. Up next, we have National Pfeffernuss Day. On December 23rd, it is reserved for National Pfeffernuss Day. This is a German spice cookie. It is very popular around the holidays, as the Pfeffernuss is a fluffy cookie made from ground nuts, spices, and then covered in powdered sugar.
Very interesting. I cannot say that I can just picture it right off the bat, but now I do. Hate these cookies. I don't think they're good at all. But I guess there's some people's
Somebody's
taste.
grandmother always brings them to the party, though.
Absolutely. They're always around. I feel like it wouldn't be a holiday season without having to retest it every single year.
I was going to say, they always call to me, and so I always grab one.
I always eat one because I'm like, looks so good. And then it just always is so disappointing.
I don't think it's as bad as what he's making it out. Like, I still think this is, I would take this over like a shortbread cookie,
Yeah. No.
And shortbread cookies are great.
I like shortbread cookies better.
I still think shortbread cookies are great, but I don't know. This has a little bit more to it, with the powdered sugar, the spices.
It's aesthetically better, but I don't think it tastes any better. We got Stella over at over at Nissan's Biscuit, taking home $11.10. Congratulations to you, Stella, in that great game.
Does he do the head, or do we add that?
I don't know because I've never watched A Streetcar Named Desire.
No, but who we are quoting. We know we're not quoting A Streetcar Named Desire. Don't even pretend that we are that cultured, okay? We all know what you and I are quoting, and that is the great cinematic make of Over the Hedge.
Absolutely, yeah. As they quote, the streetcar named Desire in that work. But but yes, he does make a big head move in it as he says it.
So good.
Well, great job to you, Stella, getting that great win there. As we got 1 minute to get enrolled into this next game, a 58 ball less minor jackpot now, getting even better as we get enrolled into this matchup. As we continue to talk about TwinsWinsDay.
The National TwinsWinsDay cookie.
Yeah, what is your favorite holiday cookie?
Okay, so there's this cookie that is called the peppermint crinkle cookie or something like that.
Peppermint crinkle cookie?
And it's a chocolate peppermint patty cookie that's crinkled with powdered sugar on the outside, so it looks like it's crackled.
Okay.
And it is so good. Yeah, chocolate peppermint crinkle cookies.
Ooh.
They are my favorite.
I gotta say the classic peanut butter thumbprint.
The peanut butter blossom
Peanut butter blossom?
with the Hershey's Kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. Is
So good. I love those, especially when people roll the peanut butter dough in sugar before it bakes, like that coarse sugar.
Mhm.
And so it's so good.
Yeah.
I'd have to say that's a very, very close second.
I'm a big fan of it, especially if I can get it while it's hot.
And the Hershey's Kiss is so soft.
Is a little melty on it, and it kind of like as you bite into it,
I
it
much
mixes into
appreciate
the
it
cookie.
because when you bite, even if you bite the Hershey's Kiss itself, you go straight in with the cookie instead of like a crunch of chocolate, you know?
Yeah, so when it's hot, it's so good. I even like it when it's not that way, and it's still tasty. But definitely when I'm talking about my favorite cookie, it's that way. I also just love the classic like sugar cookies with the Christmas style cutouts with some tasty icing on it as well. Even though they're not like my favorite flavor profile, I just can't do the Christmas season without them. I feel like they just make me a little bit more jolly.
Yeah, they're my least favorite cookie to eat for sure, but my favorite cookie to make. So
For sure.
what are you gonna
And
do?
I just like them being out on the table, like just seeing them out there, just like and seeing everybody's
Yeah.
different cookies.
I feel like I
fun
make
for
the
me.
same 20 cookies, just a different color palette every year.
Yeah,
I feel like
gotta
my
get more creative.
I know, but I feel like my family expects them from me.
You have to do. I feel like the only one they expect out of you is the bikini.
Is my bikini cookie.
Your bikini cookie.
Yeah.
Every other cookie,
I make
they're
a
all good.
gingerbread man wearing an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini
There you go. Well, happy National
that he wore for the first time today.
Happy National TwinsWinsDay, and enjoy this very holiday-themed cookie on today as we move on to Festivus. Each year on December 23rd, Festivus commemorates a holiday episode of the television comedy Seinfeld. In 1997, the popular television comedy brought Festivus to the masses when Frank Costanza explains he invented the holiday in response to the commercialism of Christmas. Its slogan is a Festivus for the rest of us. A classic. I'm a big fan. I'm not even a fan of Seinfeld really at all, but I do love a little Festivus reference.
Yeah, I have no idea what this refers to. I've never seen Seinfeld, and I don't even think I remember talking about this National Day in years prior on the broadcast.
Yeah, I don't know if we've been live for the day before Christmas. The
23rd.
Yeah, on the 23rd of Christmas before. I don't remember. We usually take this
At
week
least for the last 2 years, it's been on a weekend. But.
Yeah. So it's changed us highlighting these days. But Festivus is a fun one to be able to highlight. Your dad quotes it almost every year.
Does he really?
Yeah, definitely. He says Festivus for the rest of us. At least one.
He probably has no idea what that refers to and just likes the rhyme.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
And it's just something he heard once upon a time, and it's stuck with him.
Oh, yeah. We do have El Jefe over at the Wilton Liquor Store taking home $17.20 on our must-go win. Congratulations to you as we now get enrolled into our fifth matchup of Game Day Bingo. This fifth matchup will have a 60 ball or less minor prize as it continues to grow and roll into this game. We'll see what that prize is looking like in this fantastic matchup, as you guys only have about 2 minutes to get enrolled into this fun game right here.
That's right. Get enrolled into this next round. You definitely do not want to miss out. Just about a minute and a half to do so. But happy National Festivus Day.
As it's for the rest of us.
It is.
As we move on to our final National Day.
For Father's Day. And each year, for Father's Day commemorates the landing of the Pilgrim Fathers in Plymouth, Massachusetts on December 21st of 1620. The Old Colony Club of Plymouth, Massachusetts introduces the observance in 1769. The town observes the holiday on December 22nd, unless that is the Sunday, and so then we celebrate it on the following Monday.
So this is one of the rare occurrences where we get to celebrate it on a 23rd instead of a 22nd.
It's like a leap year for the forefathers.
There you go. There you go. A little forefathers action. You guys could get some forefathers action by playing the great E-Tab game. What's it called again?
Make it rain.
Make it
Let
rain.
it snow.
Yeah, it's got a few forefathers out there. It might be Let It Snow right now due to the fact that it's wintertime.
There's two.
Are you sure it's not a switched theme
I'm
kind of
pretty
thing?
sure
Because
there's
like
two
Winter
different
Poker
games.
Run and Poker Run are
But we have
switched
like
themes.
Monster Moolah and then Monster Moolah Christmas Edition.
Are they separate games?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought they were the same game, and they just flipped over to Christmas edition during
I've
the
never
Christmas
played
time.
our games. It's illegal for me to play our games, so I mean, I
don't
know.
You're just guessing.
I'm pretty sure I've seen because they both are on the iPad as separate icons.
Are they on the? I haven't scrolled through our iPads in years now, so I don't remember that there being multiple.
Okay. Well, I couldn't tell you to prove it anyway.
We'll check out some Forefathers action on the Make It Rain. Definitely a fun one there, as we got players getting after it right here. We got Mikey Mike leading the charge in this game. Great Forefathers Day.
Who's your favorite forefather?
John. What's your favorite?
Benjamin Franklin. Is he considered a forefather? Because he's in our Make It Rain E-Tab game, so he's just my favorite that I thought of.
I don't think.
Let's look up who our founding fathers are. You said John.
Yeah, John Adams. But I just wanted to refer to him as John. I mean,
That's just you're on the first name basis with him.
yeah. That's
Forefathers is. Well. We are about 9 balls away. We'll have to see who is going to be taking home this lucky prize here. And I was right. You made me feel stupid.
okay. So the most well-known founding fathers is Thomas Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton, Patrick Henry, John Marshall, Robert Morris, and John Dickinson.
You know, I actually did not know that there was a man named Robert Morris that was a founding father, as that's actually my grandfather's name.
That's very, very cool. Yeah, he's a signer of the Declaration of Independence, Articles of the Confederation, and Constitution. He was also a member of the first Federal Congress and was known as the financier of the Revolution.
Wow.
Oh, so maybe you got to tell your grandpa that. He probably already knows. But happy Forefathers Day. Shout out to all the history buffs out there that know much more about our history than we do.
That are scoffing and shaking their head at us as we speak.
Absolutely. I need to read a history book sometime soon. We got 22 balls away for some of these players as we're trying to give out $179.13. We'll see if they can get those 2 lucky balls to fall before we click past that 60 balls drop. Now to do and Yags 370 are there 1 ball away.
Absolutely. We'll have to see who's the lucky player going to be taking it home here. We are unable to give out any of the 3 jackpot prizes, but we do have that $27.90 must-go prize just waiting to go on out, as it looks like we got Ramundo as well as Louis Rendon, as well as TTG, all three splitting up $27. Congratulations going out to all three of you lucky players. Stick around and continue to get enrolled.
Absolutely. Should be a lot of fun as we get enrolled into this game with a 62 ball or less minor prize, heading towards $200. And as we get enrolled into this game, we got some great Vikings news to talk about.
That's right. As you guys, we had Sam Darnold had inspired confidence in his coach and teammates throughout his career-changing season. With the Vikings facing another late deficit, they had no doubt he'd deliver. As Darnold connected with the well-covered Justin Jefferson with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in his third touchdown pass of the game, and Minnesota outlasted Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks, ending with a 27-24 victory on Sunday to keep pace with Detroit for the top spot in the NFC. After the Seahawks took the lead on Sam's third touchdown pass, Darnold led a 30-second drive that was aided by a 15-yard face mask penalty. He stepped up in a collapsing pocket and launched a deep ball that Justin Jefferson hauled in just short of the goal line with two defenders closing in. There wasn't really one guy, and I know I'm not speaking just for myself, who didn't think we're going to go down and we're going to get a touchdown, Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell said. And I think the level of confidence that the group has had in their quarterback and the level of confidence the quarterback has in the 10 guys in the huddle is significant. And that's how you're able to go do that in that moment on the road, this place where you can't hear yourself think. Jefferson finished with 10 catches for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns as Vikings won their 8th straight game. If they beat Green Bay and Detroit to close out the season, they will earn the top seed in the conference in the first round playoff bye.
Absolutely, which would be we could be the #1 seed in the NFC, which would be huge after a loss for the Philadelphia Eagles as they ended up losing to the Washington Commanders this weekend, moving to a 12-3 record for them as they were kind of in competition with our Vikings and Lions to see who were going to be the #1 seed. And so it may come down to the final game of the season, us versus Detroit, who's going to end up winning. But that doesn't mean we have an easy middle matchup there, as Green Bay is one of the better teams in the NFL. And I think a lot of their reason they sit there as only a 11-win team, 10-win team this season is because they have had to play our Vikings twice this year and the Detroit Lions twice this year, which have been really, really good teams. And so they're not going to be an easy out, and so we're going to have to send our Vikings the most amount of luck as they head into that matchup and hope for another spectacular performance by Justin Jefferson. 2 touchdowns, 148 yards this week. We're going to have to lean on him once again as the Vikings take on the Packers this Sunday at 12 p.m.
Should be some really exciting stuff. Make sure to come on out and show your support for our Vikings, as you guys can go and do so by checking out the great eTab game, Vikings Victory. You guys can check it out wherever you play Pilot games, and even check out that Skull bonus round where all you've got to do is pick a lucky letter and take home some trophy prizes. It is a lot of fun and a great way to show your support.
Absolutely. It should be a great one. It does look like also, I think there was some good health news for J.J. McCarthy, as I think he just got some nice news after tore his meniscus, had to go through a lot of injury protocols and other things, but I did hear some random news about J.J. McCarthy, but I'm not able to find it right here, right now, so I might be just making it up in my head. I hope I'm not. But something about him might be maybe getting back to practice, which I think would be really, really good for his development and becoming... Oh, it looks like J.J. McCarthy is expected to be cleared just in time for postseason after exceeding expectations during his rehab process.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very, very exciting.
Yeah, not that we think he's going to end up taking over the starting role, as obviously Sam Darnold has been having a great season.
Yeah.
But it's just good to see a guy that we spent a first-round draft pick get some practice time and learn what a playoff atmosphere looks like, especially preparing in a QB room.
Absolutely, but we do have APJS over at Wildwood Sports Bar and Grill Rochester taking home a minor jackpot prize, $224. Congratulations going on out to you in this great game. We'll have $36.40 getting tacked on to a double Musco prize getting into this next round. Stick around and get enrolled.
Should be a lot of fun, and as you guys play through these games of Game Day Bingo, you're actually earning points towards the Game Day Bingo standings. Currently, in our player standings, in 10th place, we got 6'9" T-Bird over at the Lookout Bar and Grill with 101,000 Game Day Bingo points. With 103,000 points in 9th place, we got Mike over at American Legion Brooklyn Center. 8th place is Jer Bear over at the B&B Sports Bar and Grill with 108,000 points. As Fast Eddie over at Hiller's Last Call Liquor sits in 7th with 116,000 points. With 119,000 points in 6th place, we got a player that we've seen out there already today, Yags370 over at the Sidetrack. As our 5th place player is Viddy over at the Municipal Liquor Store Akeley, only 1,000 points ahead of Yags370 with 120,000 points. With 124,000 points in 4th place, we got Maggie over at the Heartland University. 3rd place, Brother Nate over at Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville with 191,000 points. As we move on to the 200,000 point club with Mimi at the L&M Bar with 218,000 points, as we skip the 300,000 point club and get right into the 400,000 point club with our number 1 player being Call Me Jen over at JR Mac with 441,000 Game Day Bingo points.
Nicely done to Call Me Jen, looking to claim another season under their belt. We'll have to see if they're able to do so, but congrats to all of our other players. It is no small feat to get into those top 10, and it's right. It is an awesome job that you guys have been coming on out each and every week in trying your hand at our great Game Day Bingo games. On to locations that you guys play at. In 10th place, we have Old Piper Inn, Blaine, with 190,000 points. 9th place is Danny's Dugout with 201,000 points. 211,000 for 8th place, the Lookout Bar and Grill, while in 7th, the Sidetrack sits with 250,000 points. 261,000 points for 6th place, the Riverboat Depot, while in 5th, we've got VFW Spring Lake Park with 287,000 points. 296,000 points for 4th place, Carboni's Pizza and Sports Bar Burnsville. 3rd place is Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards with 315,000 points. While with 320,000 in 2nd place, we have L&M Bar. And in 1st place, it is none other than JR Mac with a whopping 533,000 points.
Great job to JR Mac in all of those awesome locations, winning so many great games while playing through our awesome Game Day Bingo matchups. Congratulations to all those players and locations in the top 10 standings. Can't wait to see who's going to end up as the top 10 locations and players, as we only have about a week, a little over a week left of this season. So it should be fun to see what those last shakeups look like as we continue to compete through this game right here. But if you're not competing in this game, we'd love for you to check out our eTabs. We have over 70 different Charitable eTab games that you can play anytime and win huge prizes up to $1,500. These games have small bets ranging from 50 cents to $5. With awesome bonus and free play rounds in those games, we'd love for you to check them out.
Absolutely, guys. Go and play all of our different eTab games. Today, I will be highlighting a little Vikings Warcraft. Super, super fun eTab game as you hit the North Seas with this marauding band of Norsemen. Interactive Huntcast bonus, as well as the Thor Hammer free play, feature enhanced bonus game fun. Really, really awesome stuff. Go and check out Vikings Warcraft today.
Absolutely, and I'll be highlighting Triple Easy Money. 3 times the action, 3 times the fun. Break the bank with the Triple Easy Money. It's definitely a fun bank robber themed eTab game where you can see if you can get away with some great Pilot Games cash. It's definitely a lot of fun there. Triple Easy. Play wherever you're playing Pilot Games today.
Absolutely. As we close in here to give out a great prize, we've already moved past our 3 jackpot prizes, but we still have that awesome double Musco prize of $53.50 just waiting to go on out to a very lucky player as we wait to see if this one right here will be the one to go on out.
Yeah, absolutely. We got Super D still the only player one ball away, as now
You jinxed it.
I change it up. Even more players there. $53.50 will be going out to that great player who is leading the charge, Super D over at Shore 96 in Shoreview. Congratulations to you, taking home that awesome double must-go prize. As we now get enrolled into our game number 8. Minor jackpot, clicking up from 52 to 54 balls or less as we continue some more of this really, really fun action here.
Absolutely, but if you guys didn't know, we had a few fun movies come out on Today in History, and we'd love to highlight them, like how in 1954, we've got 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Very interesting. I can't say I have seen this work, as my early film repertoire is pretty lacking, but it stars Kirk Douglas, James Mason, Peter Lorre, Paul Luca, and other fantastic actors and actresses. It's got a great ratings for it's been received by critics, and it has won. Has it won any awards? I don't know. But it is about, in 1966, Professor Pierre M. Arnax and his assistant, Conseil, stranded in San Francisco by reports of a giant sea monster attacking ships in the Pacific Ocean, are invited to join an expedition to search for the creature. During the search, they are harpooned.
No, the harpooner with them.
Yeah, as they search, they and the harpooner, Ned Land, are thrown overboard during an attack, eventually discovering that the supposed monster is actually a submarine piloted by the brilliant but haunted Captain Nemo. Very interesting.
Absolutely. Super, super fun coming out on Today in 1954. I can't say that I've really watched this work or really much from the 50s. I think I kind of start picking up films more in the late 60s, early 70s is when, as early as my recollection goes, but super fun concept. Great cast of really important men in Hollywood at the time. Maybe go watch 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It was actually distributed by Walt Disney.
Oh, very, very cool. As we move on to another classic released on Today in 1971, we got Dirty Harry, the action thriller starring Clint Eastwood as the namesake of the movie, Dirty Harry. You also have Andrew Robinson, John Vernon, and other great actors and actresses.
Absolutely. You know, I just heard two different people talk about how Clint Eastwood is the most overrated actor of the 60s and 70s.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
It just hurt. I almost wanted to defend him. I don't know why. Just because I don't know. My family always grew up watching Clint Eastwood movies, and so
I can't say I've ever been a huge fan of Clint Eastwood outside of there's a few works that I'm a big fan of. Like, I really liked Gran Torino, but it's more of his later works that I really got into. His early works I never really watched much of.
Yeah, people were just saying he's the most overrated.
$1 Million Baby, like those works were kind of the ones, his early 2000s kind of works were what I watched. But yeah, all of his old westerns and everything, I really don't have much of opinion on if he's overrated or underrated. I think he's good, but I don't know if he's an all-time kind of actor.
Well, Dirty Harry came out on Today.
So good, it actually got multiple sequels, as you got Magnum Force. Then you get The Enforcer, still starring Clint Eastwood, and it looks like that might be the end of. There's also Sudden Impact.
Yes.
That came out after that, which also starred Clint Eastwood. Very interesting stuff. And it looks like it actually continued into a 1988 work, The Deadpool, to end off this entire series.
Yeah, well, go watch Dirty Harry on Today. Up next in 1987, we've got Good Morning Vietnam.
This is a Robin Williams classic, starring alongside Forrest Whitaker, as this is a radio funny man, Adrian Conroe.
Kroner.
Is sent to Vietnam to bring a little comedy back to the lives of the soldiers. After setting up shop, Corner delights the GIs, but shocks his superior officer, Sergeant Major Dickerson, with his irrelevant take on the war. While Dickerson attempts to censor the broadcast, he pursues a relationship with a Vietnamese girl named Trin, who shows him the horrors of the war firsthand.
We do have Travis at the Jelly Bean taking home this great Musco prize, $15.10 going on out to you, Travis. Congrats on this great round of Game Day Bingo. Stick around and get enrolled as we have some more great cash prizes on the line.
Yeah, this is directed by Barry Levinson, which did a lot of really good works. Rain Man, Wag the Dog, Sleepers, Alto Night, The Survivor, lots of big works.
Absolutely. Good morning, Vietnam. A Robin Williams classic.
Next up in 2016, we got Nocturnal Animals. This one stars Jake Gyllenhaal, as well as Isla Fisher, Michael Shannon, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Very, very big cast.
Yeah, absolutely. This one is one that always called to me. I love the cast of people that came together for this, but I have never watched it.
Really?
Yes, as this follows a successful Los Angeles art gallery owner's idealistic life, and as she is married marred by the constant traveling of her handsome second husband. While he is away, she is shaken by the arrival of a manuscript written by her first husband, who she has not seen in years. The manuscript tells the story of a teacher who finds a trip with his family turning into a nightmare. As Susan reads the book, it forces her to examine her past and confront some dark truths.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting work, worth a watch. It won multiple awards, like Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actor, as we saw. Who was it that won it that year? You also saw a few other awards go out for this movie as well. It's definitely a different work than what I normally watch Jake Gyllenhaal in, and so worth a watch on today. Decently rated by critics as well. Nocturnal Animals coming out on today in 2016.
And also, I am one that really enjoys both Isla Fisher and Amy Adams in their respective rights, and I can usually tell the difference between the two actresses. I almost was taken back when... That's Amy Adams. Why is Isla Fisher credited for this?
Are you sure that's not Isla Fisher?
I'm positive. Look, that's the woman from Enchanted. That is not Isla Fisher.
I'm pretty sure it's...
That's so crazy to me.
Isla
This
Fisher.
is the one... No, it's... But it's not. I promise you, it's Amy Adams in Nocturnal Animals.
Maybe you're right, and they just have the... Yeah, it is Amy Adams. And
Thank you. I was going to say, because the picture,
Google
I was
just
like,
decided
it was...
to...
give me a stroke. Oh my gosh. I was like, I can tell the difference between these two actresses. I have never had that issue before. Maybe they're both in this work, but
That could be the case.
because that photo on the cover, I was like, that's Amy Adams. I've seen clips of this movie.
Yes,
It's
they're
Amy
both
Adams.
in the movie.
Oh my gosh.
That's what's
I can
confusing
breathe
you.
again.
They're both in the movie.
So stupid.
That's crazy.
Why is she credited higher? That's frustrating.
Going crazy, making Jordy go crazy.
And you were like, yeah, no, that's Isla Fisher.
I just felt like I was like, I don't know who it is, but I don't care, so I'll say it is.
Oh, I'll stamp my foot down. And I'm very, very glad that I was proven correct.
Well, last movie we'll be highlighting, released on today. It is 2022's mystery crime Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
Yeah, I quite enjoyed this one. I liked the first one a lot more, but gotta say, I quite enjoyed this. Love Edward Norton. Might be one of my favorite Edward Norton movies I've seen him in. Very fun stuff.
I like the way that they did the mystery better in this one, but I like the cast and the way the cast interact, the characters of the movie interact with each other better in the first one, but I like this one more as like a whodunit type film kind of deal, where I was like, this one left, as they just did they kind of revealed things very early on in the first one. I like that they left a lot more to be guessed in this second one.
I completely agree. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. We do have a winner here, though, as Lil Red at Carboni's Pizza CR Billiards takes away that must-go prize, $13.70, going on out to you. Make sure to stick around and get enrolled, as we have a great game coming on up next, as that minor jackpot will be at 58 balls or less.
Yeah, as Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, stars Madeline Klein, Daniel Craig, Edward Norton, Janelle Monáe.
Kate Hudson.
Kate
You
Hudson
skipped right
is.
over her.
I just didn't. She didn't have a character listed, so I didn't. I was gonna skip over anybody who didn't have a character listed, because I didn't know if they were in. I didn't know if Kate Hudson was actually in the movie. I didn't remember. Dave Bautista. Catherine Hahn, and even Hugh Grant is in it as well. Very, very fun cast.
Absolutely, yeah, I quite enjoyed this. I liked the array of characters in this one a lot. As the first one, it's just the family unit, and yes, there are a lot of different dynamics in play between those characters, but this one, they're like completely different walks of life all coming together and forced to be isolated, and I thought that was really fun. I liked the dynamics of everybody in this one.
Absolutely.
And Benoit Blanc might be my favorite Daniel Craig character I've seen him in.
Absolutely. Him as the country detective.
Yeah, with a French name.
Yeah, such a French name. It's so funny. A tech billionaire inviting them all to his island to decide to try and figure out who murdered Edward Norton.
It was supposed. No, it wasn't. Was it Edward Norton who died?
Yeah, it is.
Huh.
Oh, great stuff. Fun movie. The Knives Out movies are just a blast to watch if you like a good mystery work.
Yeah, highly recommend. Super fun stuff. Those were all of our films coming out on today. Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery. We had Nocturnal Animals, Good Morning Vietnam, Dirty Harry, and 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
I'd say pretty good rated movies, at least, that came out on today. If you guys also wanted to know a bad movie that was released on today, 2016, Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Squeakquel came out on today. So
why would you preface that as a bad movie?
Because it's a pretty bad movie. I like the original. The original I would highlight all day long.
The Squeakquel was good. Isn't that with the Chipettes?
Yeah, it's with the Chipettes. It's just not as good as the first.
Okay.
Well, as we continue to get after, and we're comparing it to like some really highly rated movies.
Oh, it's a joke. It's fine.
We got 13 balls dropped in this matchup. We do have a bit of wild news to talk about, as they lost to the Winnipeg Jets 5-0 on Saturday night for their fourth loss in a row. Leading scorer Kirill Kaprizov was in a feisty mood, but it didn't translate to any goals. He took 2 penalties and had 3 shots on goal, but in his 4-game point streak, his getting 4 goals and 2 assists came to a halt in that game.
Well, we do have another game coming today, so hopefully we can get a win under our belt. We're going to be going up against the Blackhawks at 7 p.m. Should be some really exciting stuff right as Ian and I are ending off that happy hour show. They will be taking the ice, and you guys should be coming on out to show your support. If you guys want to do so in the meantime, go and check out the great eTab game that we have teamed up with them for called Let's Go Wild. You guys can check out Let's Go Wild wherever you play Pilot games, and even check out that Slapshot bonus round to try and take home a huge prize for yourself.
Absolutely. It's definitely a lot of fun there. Big fan of that Let's Go Wild eTab game. But definitely need to send some luck out to them to get that win.
Oh, yeah.
As we've been really letting them slip lately. I mean, obviously 4 losses in a row, not what we want to see.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get that one swinging back our way as we go up against those Blackhawks tonight. We have about 4 balls left to give out, or try and drop to give out this great prize here, but I also want to highlight PGL.World as we are getting ready for the 2 final PGL matchups of this season 16. Tomorrow night, MegaSota game night at 6:40, and our Wild Wednesdays each Wednesday at 7 p.m. You guys need to head on over to PGL.World and sign on up and become a member of the Pilot Gambling League to earn the PGL points that happen on our specialty nights. Not just that, though, you get access to insider information like the monthly newsletter that'll get sent out to the email you go and sign up with. Head on over to PGL.World today.
We do have Hey F over at the Boxcar Bar taking home $19.20 in this game number 10 of Game Day Bingo. Congratulations to you, Hey F, as me and Jordy only have 2 more games to try and give out this minor jackpot now, as it clicks up from 58 to 60 balls or less. We'll see if we can give it out in these next few games, as you guys just have about 2 minutes, a little under 2 minutes, to get enrolled into this upcoming action. And as you get enrolled, we would like to start highlighting those PGL standings for those players that have been signed up all season long at PGL.World.
That's right, and kicking it off in 10th place, getting pushed back from 7th after last week, we had Jim P. at the Third Crossing Bar and Grill, now sitting with 1,454,215 points. Moving up from 10th into 9th place, we had Radar at the Third Crossing Bar and Grill with 1,460,510 points, right ahead of Jim P. Moving up from 9th into 8th place, we had Mad Dog over at VFW East St. Cloud, currently sitting with 1,490,920 points. And then moving back from 6th into 7th, we had Drumski at the Underground Bar and Grill, now currently sitting with 1,495,535 points. Moving back from 5th into 6th place, we had Rakuda over at the Devo Sandbar, currently sitting with 1,537,920 points. Then also getting pushed back from 4th into 5th, we had Sloppy at Malone's Bar and Grill with 1,567,124 points. Moving back from 3rd into 4th, Nelly over at Brian's Bar and Grill currently sits with 1,671,960 points. Pushed back from 2nd into 3rd, we had Bazzy Blings at the Wheelhouse. They now currently sit with 1,706,480 points. Getting pushed back from 1st into 2nd, it was player Hermie at the Underground Bar and Grill. Big shakeup as they currently sit with 2,149,115 points. Then coming in from all the way from unranked into that first place spot, pushing Hermie back, as well as all of our players from 1st to 6th got pushed back because of this. Shauna came in from unranked, now in that first place spot, over at the Bar and Grill, currently sitting with 2,272,875 points.
Great job to Shauna, and all of those awesome players earning a ton of PGL points. Now on to the location side of those standings. As 10th place is the Club New Yorker in Green Isle, sitting with 1,732,840 points. 9th place is Malone's Bar and Grill in Maple Grove with 1,761,264 points, as we head on over to Anoka, as 8th place is The Wheelhouse with 1,780,205 points. As the Devo Sandin Gilbert sits in 7th with 1,808,485 points. 6th place is Brian's Bar and Grill in Stillwater with 1,952,425 points, as 5th place, sitting with 1,969,365 points, is the Blue Bricks in Mankato. We move on to the 2 Million Point Club, as starting off that club is 4th place over the Boulevard Bar and Grill Coon Rapids, sitting with 2,269,195 points. With 2,272,875 points in 3rd place, we have the Bar and Grill in Racine. 2nd place is the Third Crossing Bar and Grill in Frozzy, as they sit with 2,914,725 points. As the Underground Bar and Grill in Mankato is obviously our number 1 location, as they dominate the standings with a total of 4,690,000 9,685 points.
Wow, wow, wow. Incredible stuff for the Underground Bar and Grill, accumulating quite a huge number of PGL points, all thanks to all the amazing players that choose to play there. Make sure you guys are coming on out for every PGL matchup you can to help out the location you want to earn those points as well. We'd love to see you guys come on out, so remember, tomorrow night at 6:40 for MegaSota Game Night, and Wild Wednesdays each Wednesday at 7 p.m.
And as you guys take home some great prizes while playing through those games, we'd love to see player pictures of it. If you happen to hit a jackpot, hold up your iPad and show off that happy face with the jackpot message. We'd love to celebrate with you. You can also send us pictures of you playing with your friends or your favorite bartender. To share your pics, you can either direct message them to us on Facebook, post them with the hashtag PilotGames, or email them to jackpots@pilotgames.com. We cannot wait to see all the fun moments you guys capture, as we just are one ball away from having a fun moment there.
Well, we are giving out the Musco prize of $23.10 going on out to Linda Lou. They're playing at the Thunder Bar and Restaurant. Congratulations, taking home that Musco prize. This final game of Game Day Bingo that we're getting enrolled in will have a minor jackpot at 62 balls or less. Super exciting stuff. Make sure you guys continue to get enrolled. And if you guys are out there celebrating this December 23rd on your birthday, happy birthday out to you. We can't wait to have a blast, and hopefully you guys are taking home some of these great jackpot prizes on this lovely birthday. But we would love to highlight some celebrities that you might just happen to share your birthday with.
Absolutely. Starting off in 1936, we got Willie Wood, an American Pro Football Hall of Fame safety, Pro Bowler in 1962, and then skipped out on 1963, but then was a Pro Bowler from 1964 all the way to 1970. Also won the very first and the second Super Bowl in the history of the Super Bowl with the Green Bay Packers. Boo. But Willie Wood's a great, great football player on today.
Happy birthday going on out to Willie. Up next in 1946, we've got Susan Lucci. She is the American actress from All My Children, as well as Mafia Princess and many others.
Yeah, definitely a popular actress there. She is known for her portrayal of Erica Kane in the ABC daytime drama All My Children, during the show's entire network run from 1970 all the way until 2011.
That's right, 41 years.
Very, very impressive stuff. Happy birthday. Next up, we got an amazing marathon runner. Born on today in 1947, Bill Rogers. He's the American athlete who won the Boston Marathon in 1975, 1978, 1979, and in 1980. Won the New York City Marathon in 1976, 1977, 1978, and in 1979. So he won the Boston and New York in both 78 and 79 same year, which is crazy that he won two marathons. He also won the
Fukuoka Marathon in 1977.
Very impressive stuff. Very, very dynamic marathon runner on today. Cool.
Absolutely. Happy birthday. Up next in 1963, we got Jim Harbaugh. He is the NFL quarterback for pro football.
Pro Bowl.
Won the Pro Bowl in 1995 with the Chicago Bears. Also played with the Indianapolis Colts. Went on to be a coach for Stanford from 2007 to 2010. Then went on to be a coach for the San Francisco 49ers from 2011 to 14, and was the Michigan coach from 2015 to 2020.
Yeah, and now is the head coach for the Chargers, and they're having a pretty good season this year. Very, very popular coach right there. A little off, but definitely a fun one to be able to highlight. Jim Harbaugh.
Happy birthday.
One of my favorite Super Bowls is when Jim and John Harbaugh went up against each other.
Yeah.
The brothers duo, because I just can't imagine the discourse that went down in that household. Well, next up, born on today in 1964, we got Eddie Vedder, the American rock singer from Pearl Jam, did Jeremy and a lot of other big works.
Happy birthday to Eddie Vedder. Up next in 1979, we got Holly Madison, American model and TV personality known from being a bunny, The Girls Next Door, and Holly's World.
Very cool. And last up in 2002, Finn Wolfhard, the Canadian actor from Stranger Things and It. He's also a Canadian. He also is a rock singer who did Calpurnia and the Audreys.
Yeah.
Very, very cool stuff.
Calpurnia was a really cool band that he was a part of for a while.
Well, yeah, most known for playing his character in Stranger Things for sure. As we got a player one ball away, Tony over at the Wilton Liquor Store, trying to take home that minor jackpot here.
We are itching to give out that minor jackpot as Tony over at the Wilton Liquor Store takes away $160.40. Congratulations there. Stick around and get enrolled in a little bit of Lucky 4 bingo. But before we let you loose, Ian's going to highlight a very important player.
Policy Man over at Neeson's Gaylord took home an awesome prize of $7,387. And over at Neeson's Gaylord, they support the Gaylord Fire, which their responsibilities include fire suppression, rescue, fire code enforcement, and public fire education. Just helping out that Gaylord area for you guys, Neeson's Gaylord area. Very, very cool stuff. And a reminder that when you guys play pilot games, your community wins.